Conversations with Joy. It is a weekly webisode, and the theme for this series is the stories of our lives. We've had some great interviews with a lot of truly amazing people, and with Mother's Day coming up this weekend, I wanted to do something a little bit different. I am a mother, and I wanted to sort of share a little bit of that part of my life, and so I have interviewed my boys, Duggan and Jack, who are 7 and 5. Now, that is a very interesting experience, interviewing your own children, but they say out of the mouths of babes, and so they're funny, and I wanted to share a little bit about that with you. And then I also wanted to read a little bit from my book. Divorce with Joy, ironically, is not just about divorce. I share a lot of my experiences as a mother going through a divorce, and just going through life. And so I want to share a little bit of that with you as well, and then just some inspiration, because a lot of us have hard jobs. I mean, certainly being a divorce attorney, author, all that is not easy, but I think the hardest job that we have is our role as a parent, and specifically for me, my role as a mother. So I just wanted to provide a little bit of levity and some inspirational messages for all the mothers out there.
My name is Ragan, and this is Jack.
Hi, boys. So, did you guys know that Mother's Day is coming up?
Yeah. Yeah. Peace.
All right, Duggan. So, tell me about when you were born.
I was born on July 20th.
Yes.
2005.
Uh-huh. And so, how has your life gotten better since then?
One thing, I'm kicking my little bird's butt.
Oh, okay. What else?
Eating.
Uh-huh.
Drinking.
Uh-huh.
Done potty training.
Yeah, that's good.
Almost done finishing my book.
What do you think a mommy's job is?
Being a good lawyer.
No, not your mommy, but that is my job. Yes, thank you. So what do lawyers do?
They tell people if they're fired or not.
Okay, what else do they do?
No idea. There's basic stuff I don't understand.
What is a mommy's, not your mommy's job, but a mother's job?
Take care of boys.
Uh-huh.
If they have boys.
Right, what if they have girls?
I have no idea.
So what do you want to be when you grow up?
Let's just say a nerd.
A nerd? Well, what is a nerd?
I'm a person that plays video games.
Oh, okay.
Oh, no, a nerd's not that kind of gamer. The other kind of gamer that makes video games.
So, how are you going to celebrate Mother's Day?
Let me talk. Giving you a bunch of kisses and hugs.
Oh, that's very nice. What's the best thing about Mommy?
You keep me safe.
Yeah.
Second thing, I get to watch TV. Third thing, I eat.
All right, Jack. So tell me the best thing about mommies.
That they laugh and get hugs and they get a fun things. That's all.
Oh. So Duggan, what's your favorite thing to do?
Play with my little brother. Second, playing video games. No. I think playing video games would be fifth.
Okay. So what do you think?
Wait. Let me talk.
Okay.
Okay, calm down.
Okay.
Okay. First is playing with my little brother. Second, playing with mommy. Third, playing Tickle Monster with daddy. Fourth, eating with my little brother. Mm-hmm. And fifth, playing video games with my little brother.
If you could travel anywhere in the world, where would you go?
New York.
Why?
Because it has the most fastest food stores.
It has the fastest food stores. What else about New York?
They have a bunch of video game factories. And they have a lot of like buildings and all that stuff, and it's really cool.
Yeah. So what do you think is the meaning of life?
I don't know, I don't know.
Okay. So what are you thankful for? What are you thankful for?
You, Jesus, Mommy, God, Jack, Timmy, food, water, and I'm thankful for everything.
So what do you think all the kids should do for their moms for Mother's Day?
Chocolate.
We should give them chocolates. What else?
Peppermints.
What?
They should have a family fun time, and they should eat peppermints.
Okay.
So
When you grow up, do you want to be a dad?
I hope so.
And what kind of dad are you going to be?
I'm maybe gonna be a stay-at-home dad.
Oh, yeah?
A stay-at-home dad.
Why do you say that?
You know how I'm lazy.
Okay. So, do you think being a parent is hard?
It depends.
Okay. Why do you say that?
Because it depends.
Okay. So, when is it hard?
When a baby poops, and it's like you have to clean it up and all that stuff.
Okay.
And if everyone is watching this, if you have babies, it's hard.
Yeah.
Like, you don't feel like doing it, but you don't want to stink, like babies poop around the house.
Ragan, what would you tell all the mommies for Mother's Day?
Happy Mother's Day!
Now, I want to read part of Divorce with Joy to sort of share my experiences as I wrote about in the book. Our first son was born at a time when I didn't pray very much. However, in meeting him, I felt overwhelming anxiety that I was going to mess him up. I prayed fervently one single prayer. God, I will do whatever you tell me to do, but I don't want to mess him up. If I only get one thing right in life, please let it be my role as a mother. He answered that prayer and continues to answer it every day. The ironic thing is that being a good mother means only one singular thing, being the best, most authentic version of me. And then I also talk about, there's actually a subchapter in the book called The Lessons of Children. You know, I find that some of the greatest lessons in my life have been taught to me by and through my children. And so I talk about that a little bit. Our first son taught me true feeling. It struck me that I was responsible for this beautiful, innocent soul who came here unscathed, pure, and perfect. There is something very profound about the first few minutes of life. It is the closest we will ever be to God. I learned in the instant of his birth what it meant to love. I've never loved or known love before he was born. I'd never loved myself, but I loved him, and I'd do anything in the world to keep him as pure, innocent, and unscathed as possible. That moment shared with my husband and our new son was one of the most profound and beautiful in my entire life. Anytime I find myself wanting to backslide and lash out at the father of my children, I take myself back to that moment. It is, I believe, the truest picture of who we are as people, the closest we ever were to our authentic selves with one another. It is a helpful image when choosing to live with grace in our relationship. Our second son came here the spitting image of me. He was a very happy, if challenging, baby. He giggled and was playful. I understand it is somewhat odd to describe a baby or a toddler as charismatic, but he has always been extremely charismatic. He was born with a zest for life. I recognize that I came here the same way. Wow, had I gotten off track. I did not walk around with the same, pardon the word, joy. As I watched our son explore the world, I admired his spirit. Watching him gave me a glimpse of my authentic self. I vowed that I would get back to that person, the happy one, the one that loved life. I would take back my joy. And so the process began. And it did. When Jack was born, I realized exactly how I came here and how far I was from that person. And that we are all meant to live happy, and we're meant to live with joy. And we make choices and decisions that take us away from that. And sometimes other people make choices and decisions that affect that, that we have no part of. But what we do have control over is what we choose to do with that, and how we choose to live our today. And we can choose to live it with joy. And so from that spawned everything that I'm doing now. And it is my privilege and my service to share my joy with the world, in hopes that that can shed a glimmer, facilitate, inspire, whatever each person needs who hears the message, to live a little bit more of their life with joy. And so along those lines, I have a blog that comes out on Mondays that is in written form, and you can find that at divorcewithjoy.com. That really is a very personal experience in whatever's going on in my life. This week I did write about some things surrounding Mother's Day, and some things that have happened to me lately, and that have been on my mind lately with regard to what our children really mean to us and for us. And then you can also subscribe to the newsletter, which comes out on Wednesdays. There's a little subscribe here button on the website. And then subscribe to me on the YouTube channel, and you'll make sure that you are able to get the webisodes on Friday. And I look forward to sharing more of this journey with you and spending more time with joy.